How to persuade a customer or a client to feature in a case study. We've all got customers that we'd like to feature in a case study, but how do we ask them in such a way that we maximise the chance of a yes? When asking, always stress two things. First, it'll just take a short phone call, only a few minutes of your time. And secondly, nothing will be published without your formal sign-off. Those are the two things that worry them most. Will it be a big hassle for them, or might it result in your publishing something that they'll later regret? By the way, wherever possible, don't let your client write a rough draft first. Resist any request for a list of questions in advance. The responses will be very stilted, it'll take them forever, and it'll simply end up inhibiting you. Beware of buyer's remorse. This applies to products or services that have a long sales cycle. Big projects like a major replacement of computer systems or the building of new manufacturing facilities. The best time to seek agreement to a case study like that is at the time of the sale. Your customer is relieved, the big decision's been made, so the likelihood of a yes is high. 1 week later, and buyer's remorse sets in. They begin to wonder if they've made a wrong decision. They feel exposed, so they say, sure, once the systems are fully installed, up and running, or sure, when the whole facility's been built and it's working. But that could take months, in fact sometimes years, and that's why we ask at the time of the order. You might say, but how can we make a case study around something that's not even installed or working? Easy. The case study centres around the sale. What were their business needs? What were their selection criteria? Why did they choose you? After all, that is a case study. Then, months down the line, when things are all working, you get a second bite at the cherry. Don't take notes. I never take notes over the phone for two reasons. First, I can never write as fast as people speak, so either I have to keep holding them up, or my notes aren't really verbatim, not exactly what the customer said. Secondly, when interviewing, our most important task is to listen. Listen out for odd little clues, like a slight note of excitement in the customer's voice. That is a clue that this is something we should pursue. Now that's very difficult to do if we're too busy writing. I always record my interviews. It captures every single word, every clue, every intonation. And you don't need expensive equipment either. I happen to use this, an Olympus TP8 telephone pickup, and you can get it from Amazon for £12 in the UK or $18 in the US. The earpiece is both a microphone and an earpiece, so it picks up both ends of a phone conversation. And the jack plug connects to your PC, a digital recorder, even an old-fashioned cassette tape recorder. And the recording quality is remarkably good. You'll also need some transcription software that will allow you to type with both hands while listening to your interviews. Stopping, slowing, fast-forwarding and so on, all from the keyboard without having to use the mouse. The transcription software I use is completely free of charge, and you can download it from this website. It's in your handout, of course. It's meant for heavy-duty typing, so in their sales blurb they talk about using foot pedals. Don't worry, you don't need them. It can all be done from your keyboard. I use it every day, so make sure you download the free version. One last word. Take every opportunity to lead the customer into making strong statements that can be used as direct quotes. Always ask the customer for a photograph of themselves and ask in such a way that it's clear that it's what everyone does. It's no big deal.